this is an activity for you to do at home. So let's see what we need to do this activity. You can make your own constellation viewer, and the script goes on to say the big upside down cap, better known as the Big Dipper, is one of many constellations that are visible in the night sky. Learn the names and shapes of a few famous constellations by making your own constellations viewer. And there's a list of things you'll need. Empty toilet paper or paper towel tubes. Now the book says tin foil, but we use aluminum foil. So when it says tin foil, think about aluminum foil. And I will tell you, aluminum foil has sharp edges. So if you decide to make this viewer, you need to be sure that you are very careful handling the aluminum foil. I know because I have cut myself many times and I'm a grown-up. You'll also need notebook paper or tracing paper, some tape, scissors, a sharp pencil, a safety pin or a thumbtack, a scrap of cardboard or a piece of cork so that when you poke holes in your constellation viewer with the thumbtack or the pencil or the safety pin, you don't poke yourself or mess up Mom's table. And you also need rubber bands. And here's what to do. The directions are very specific. Pick a constellation to view. Lay your notebook paper or tracing paper over one of the constellations on the next page and trace the template for your constellation. Cut a circle around your template with your scissors and set it aside. Cut a piece of aluminum foil big enough to cover the end of your tube. A 4-inch by 4-inch square should do it. Step 4. Tape your constellation template to the center of the piece of aluminum foil. Step 5. Place the foil and template on top of your cardboard or that piece of cork. Use the sharp pencil, pin, or thumbtack to poke a small hole in each dot on the template. 6. Place the foil over the end of your tube, template side in. Make sure it's centered over all the holes. So all the holes, oh fiddle. Sometimes I get mixed up in my reading too. Make sure it's centered on all of the holes over the opening. Gently fold the extra foil around the tube and use a rubber band to hold it in place. You can use markers or paint to decorate your tube. You may also want to write the name of your constellation on the side. Step 8. This is fun. Close one eye and look through the open end of your tube with the other. Do you see your constellation? If you don't, point it to a lamp that you've turned on or the ceiling light or to a window, but never, never, never look at the sun through this. Ever, never. Now you can look at the stars inside during the day anytime. Make a few different constellation viewers and quiz your friends on which constellation is which. Now this book has some suggested constellations for you to look for, and that's on the next page. Star stories, and the library has books about star stories that you can search and read. Constellations don't just have names, they have stories too. Learn more about some famous constellations and be sure to look for them next time you're under a starry sky. And you see the little girls there looking through their constellation viewers? It looks like a lot of fun. So let's look. Here's some ideas for yours. Ursa Major, the Great Bear. Ursa Major was first spotted in the sky and named almost 2,000 years ago. Many different civilizations told stories about the big bear in the sky. Do you see the Big Dipper in that drawing? There's a lot of stars there, but you can pick it out. And over to the right is another one that's a lot of fun to look for, Orion the Hunter. Not all constellations are animals. Orion was named after an ancient Greek warrior. He is easy to spot by the 3 bright stars that make up his belt. Now, Orion the Hunter you can see in the sky right after sunset, but he's not going to be there much longer. He pretty much disappears by the time Easter comes. Ursa Major you can see in the sky pretty much any time of the year. It's in the north part of the sky. Leo the Lion King is up during the springtime, and he is marching across the sky behind Orion. Leo the Lion is another of the first constellations to be named, and it's one of the easiest to see thanks to his crouching lion shape. You could say Leo was king of the jungle and king of the sky. And I will tell you that Leo looks like a backwards question mark high in the southern sky about 9 o'clock if the clouds ever go away. Canis Major, the big dog, you can find by looking for his rabies tag. Sirius is one of the closest stars to Earth, and it's bright and beautiful, and when you see Sirius, all the colors of the rainbow sparkle out of it. Even if the big dog runs away, you'll always be able to find him with the help of Sirius. And last but not least, at the end of the book are some words that are important for you to know. Well, I think they're important. And so did the author. So here we go. Words to know. Astronomer, a scientist who studies stars, planets, and other objects in outer space. Blackout, a power outage that affects a lot of people in the same area at once. Constellation, a group of stars that form a shape in the sky and has been given a name. Electricity, a form of energy that can be found in nature or made from chemicals. Generator, a machine that makes electricity. Orbit, a circular path that one thing takes when it travels around another, such as Earth traveling around the sun. Planet, a large round object in space that orbits a star. The 8 planets in our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They all orbit the sun. Reflect, to give back light, sound, or an image. A mirror reflects your face back to you. Star, an object in space that is made of burning gas. Now this says burning gas, but stars are not burning. They are exploding. They are nuclear explosions. And you can check that out for yourself if you're not sure. And the star does look like a point of light in the nighttime sky. So I hope that this Curious George story sends you out with your family to take a walk after the sun sets and look up at the sky and see what you can see from your neighborhood. Thanks for watching.